Can you tell me about your experience here in India?
Okay, so my experience in India has been really, really good. I would say it's lovely. It's lovely to be in this, it's lovely to be here. The people are so interesting. I mean, Indians got good vibes, although sometimes they're shitty, but they got good vibes, and they're nice places here. Nice places to be, to visit. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Well, as for me, well, it's very bad. I don't like this place. I wouldn't recommend anyone to come here. No lie. Yeah. So probably, maybe as time goes, I'll get used to this environment. But as for now, I beg, no.
I think for me personally, everything is cool except for the climate changes and the language barrier. I think the language barrier has been quite the biggest obstacle with regards to learning. We've had that issue in classes, not being able to understand their basic language, which is Hindi. Some teachers not being able to teach in English. So that has been quite the biggest hurdle. And then, of course, the climate changes, going from extremely hot to extremely cold, is just quite hectic. But then other than that, I think it's cool.
It's been okay, not too bad. The people, you never know what you're going to get. Some of them are nice, some of them are really nice, and some of them are horrible. The atmosphere, I don't know, for me personally, it doesn't feel very warm and welcoming. It's just, I can feel that, okay, this is me and then this is them.
It's quite alright, but I expected a lot better, to be honest. In terms of the atmosphere around here, it's quite peaceful, especially with the fellow Africans. But with the Indians, I'm still trying to cope, slowly, day by day.
Alright, but it's okay.
That's alright.
Bruv, like India is another place in some places though. Not every part of it, because like we have Karar. Oh, Karar is like Kokasi, man. India, it's hot, like really hot. But then in winter, it's cold. And it's starting to get cold now, because we're wearing our things here. India is another place, bruv. Because the school is good. The food, some of them, not all of them. Not all of the food is good.
And when you talk about the food, I would say the food is just 50-50. It's not interesting, but at the same time, it's also interesting.
Yeah.
So I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, my experience in India has been, I would say, I would rate it at 5. I'll rate it at 5%.
At 5?
Yeah.
Oh, my experience here in India, it has been quite fun. Yeah, because I've been able to interact with different cultures. The food is very good, and it's a place to it's a very cool place. Yeah.
How is the treatment from like Indians? Do you face any form of racism or any of that?
I've really, really faced a lot of racism around here, although they don't really show out. I think it's only in this state that they don't really show racism. But I would say I face racism almost every day, man. In the autos, when you're trying to get in the autos, these guys will be acting up, and yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. But yeah, I've really faced racism. I've faced racism here.
On a daily basis, but at the end of the day, there's not much that you can do, because after all, they are in majority here, and there's not really much you can do about it. So at the end of the day, after some time, we'll learn to live with it, but obviously it's not a good thing. So like as she said, I wouldn't recommend it solely for that reason, but apart from that, I don't think there's any other reason you shouldn't be here.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I mean, I don't know, but then at this point we're just used to it. We're yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, I've been facing some issues here, especially the language. Yeah, the language, English, is not really popular in here, like in Africa. Because in Africa, English is an international language, so everyone can be able to speak English.
Yeah.
But since I've been here, most people here, they speak their own languages from their countries.
I think for me, I've not really faced much of racism. I think I've had an okay experience. So yeah,
it's okay.
It's just for me.
Yeah.
So how is the social life? How are the people treating you? How do you feel when you're studying abroad here, the treatment and all that? You see, seeing that you're from Africa and all that.
yeah, you know, like some of the people, some of the Indians specifically are racist for first, but some of them are cool because some of them, when I first got into class, my first day, some of them welcomed me really, really nicely, but then some of them, yeah, yeah. So maybe if I'd say 50-50, some of them are cool, some of them are not cool at all. Yeah.
Can you tell me about the cultural shock here in India? Something that when you got here, you were really surprised, like, okay, they do this. You know, like, just a cultural shock.
For me, the shaking of heads
Yeah.
fucked me up when I got here. I'm like, are you saying no or are you saying yes?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The fact that they put this masala funny things in their tea. Like, tea is not supposed to be spicy to any extent. So I don't really understand it. But then at the end of the day, it's their culture, it's not mine. So I just have to accept with it and live with it.
Oh yeah, these people don't know how to drive. I don't know if they don't know how to drive or what, but then their driving skills are not like back home. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but India is a cool place.
As for me, I don't know. I haven't actually studied these people, so I wouldn't say much because, like, I don't like associating with them already. So it's just you, Brandon. But yeah, I mean, I don't like going out and all that, so it's not really me, you know. But then but I hate one thing. They put spices in like every single food, like, you know, like. You're like, bro, can't you just like not put the spices?
Exactly.
It's too much. It's just too much.
Just have plain food.
Exactly, like plain, you know, it would taste nice even just with salt, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
I think for me personally, there's nothing that has really shocked me. I think everything that I have seen and experienced is everything that I had already imagined and prepared myself for. Like, this is how it's going to go down. So, yeah.
One more thing. There's a lot of parties here.
I was about
They
to
don't
say,
end.
the party life.
They don't end. No, there's no resting in India. There's a lot of parties, bro. Like every single weekend, you'll see a poster.
Real.
There's a lot.
The party
There's a
life
lot
is
going
hectic.
on here.
The party life is hectic. Also, the alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh my
it
goodness, that thing is
slaps. It doesn't
lethal.
play.
No ways.
Imagine a beer
No.
of 15%. Beer of 15%.
Crazy.
We're not even talking about vodka, whiskey, or anything. Beer, 15% beer. Man, back in my country, beer used to be like 4.5%. But it's 15%. Aye, that's too much.
Yeah, the alcohol is just
I wouldn't say anything yet. I would say I haven't really found
Anything that is like really different from
yeah,
people.
yeah, exactly.
So you feel like pretty much it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think so. I would say so.
Yeah, and like some of them, man, they insult us with their language, so we don't get to understand what they're saying. But then some of them teach us, some of them, so that we can understand what they're saying when they're insulting us. So
There isn't really much of a culture shock for me because if you come from South Africa and you've been to Durban, it's the same.
The same.
It's practically the same.
That's calm.